Would it be like, people of the world, Eshafuni and I got something to say again? So, do you know the fly? You know when a fly, you're trying to chill and a fly keeps bothering you? Bzz, 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 and it keeps flying near your ear and it's really annoying. That's how I feel right now with the conversation around the Confederate flag, whether the Confederate flag should be up or not. Is annoying for a few reasons. The first reason is that it refocuses the conversation again away from the white supremacist society that continues to attack Black life. It refocuses the conversation from the act of violence of a white person toward Black people or anyone toward Black people. It's really frustrating. The other reason that this annoys me is because it plays into this idea that the South was the bad America and the North was the good America. That Lincoln wanted to set free the Africans because he had this like moral appeal to of how it bothered him that the Africans were enslaved and treated less than human. That just wasn't the case. Yes, Lincoln may have had some human feelings about the enslavement of Africans, but no more than when we in today's society see cows being killed and people get sad about that, but still go eat at KFC or go eat at McDonald's and whatnot. The reason that the Emancipation Proclamation was signed was because capitalism needed to be restructured. Capitalism became stagnant. The North saw that if people were able to just buy a person once, that they would not be able to enact wage slavery or the wage system. Because why would you pay someone hourly when you can just buy a human being once and have them do all the things you need them to do? So the North saw this, and the North had the most to gain from the restructuring of capitalism, where the South was going to fall by the wayside. The South was thriving during the enslavement of the Africans of my people. So the North and the South both were racist. The North and the South are both white supremacists. The Confederate flag as well as the Union flag represents like violence and blood. Yes, the many Africans fought on the side of the Union, as though some also fought on the side of the Confederate. Though these Africans fought on both of these sides, they still were fighting for their freedom. They still was going up against a white supremacist way of thinking in the way in which they were being treated throughout that process. The other reason that this conversation is so annoying, I got the sun in my eye. That's why I got my eyes all squinted. But the other reason that this conversation is so annoying is because this does not make it safe for Black people to feel comfortable in this country, taking down the Confederate flag. Actually, the police ride around with the American flag on their car. So all of the Black youth that are killed by people who represent the Union. If we keep it in the context of the Confederate and the Union, the South and the North. So if we're going to take down flags, we should also start with the American flag as well. Take them both down. The American flag represents imperialism as well as violence and rape and imperialism throughout the world. Every time the natives of this country that are still here and the indigenous of other countries see the American flag, the same appalling feeling comes in their stomach as when people see the Confederate flag or even the Nazis flag. I wish the conversation stays focused on the problem at hand. The problem is the white supremacist society, a society that values white life and appreciate white voices more than it does any other voices, particularly Black voices, because of the race spectrum that was created by the Europeans since the late 1700s, going into the establishment of the American civilization as we know it today. The problem that we should focus on is the microaggressions that we perpetuate throughout our existence when we interact with people of color, with black people. But I can go on for forever. You all know this. I will continue to make videos just because I have to allow my voice to be heard. I always will have something to say. With that said, forget the Confederate flag, forget the Union flag, forget flags altogether. Not a big flag person. I will rap an African flag because that's about connecting back to my people and whatnot. With all that said, be safe. Please kill the white supremacist inside yourself. Please kill the anti-black person inside of yourself. Embrace the African that has contributed to every aspect of society. The building of every aspect of society. Peace out.